Hello everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm Shalimar and today I will talk about my top 10 best or my favorite winter fragrances. Can't believe we are in another winter, the year it's almost ending. It's been quite a journey and well, let's get right into it. Like usual, I will talk about my top 5 designers and top 5 niche fragrances. But tell me in the comments down below if you want a different, that I will do a different top 10s, like again my 5 niche and 5 designers, but all mixed up to make things a bit harder. Tell me that in the comments down below. But well, for now I will do like I always do. And in the number 5 spot, in the designer side of things, we will start with a fragrance from the house of Tom Ford, and it is Black Orchid Eau de Parfum. This was I think marked towards a woman, but now it's marked as a unisex. Man, this is so good. This is amazing. It's dark, it's smoky, it's resinous. You have frankincense in here, you have patchouli, you have black truffles, you have this black orchid accord, which is outstanding. It's quite narcotic, it's sexy, it's seductive, it's mysterious. Love this one. And I'm telling you, this was the hardest list to come up with, even to put like from the 5 to number 1. It's super hard because I love my dark opulent fragrances. It's the type of fragrances that I really prefer and love, so this list was very hard. This one, it's number 5 but could easily be number 1, but well, nonetheless, it's still a fantastic fragrance from Tom Ford, Black Orchid Eau de Parfum. Now, in the number 4 spot, it's from the house of Mugler, and it is Pure Malt. Doesn't need any introduction. This is boozy heaven. You have whiskey, you have dried fruits, and patchouli. That touch of Amen DNA. This is so good, perfect for winter time and also during the fall period. Number 4, just because, again, could be number 1, just in number 4 because it's not very versatile. I just see myself wearing this one during night out situations, more casual events. But nonetheless, this is one of my all-time favorites. One of my favorites from Mugler, also alongside with Pure Vin. And well, Pure Malt, it's fantastic. It was also featured on my winter list of last year, and still it's in this year as well. Pure Malt by Mugler, in boozy heaven. Number 3 spot, it's from the house of Guerlain, and it is a newcomer to this list. Shalimar Eau de Parfum. Of course, this needed to be featured here. This has vanilla, this has musk, this has civet, or it has a animalic nuance in here. I already did a review of Shalimar Eau de Parfum, so I will leave the link here so you can check it out if you have yet to. Shalimar, it's a classic, it's a masterpiece, an oriental masterpiece. Can't say this enough. I love this one, and it's perfect for winter time. It's unisex. This is a unisex fragrance in my opinion, although it's marketed towards women. But guys, if you love your animalic vanilla fragrances, please check this one out. This is the Oriental, the mother of the Orientals. So number 3 spot, Shalimar Eau de Parfum by Guerlain. Number 2 spot, it's again a newcomer. It's from the house of Chanel. It is Egoiste. Guys, this is simply, I think this one will be my signature scent for this during this winter. This has spices, this has sandalwood. This is intense, but yet it's so sophisticated and masculine. It has a mature vibe into it, but I love it. I think this is quite versatile nonetheless, but yes, this is not for your youngsters out there because you will find this too mature. Nonetheless, I highly advise you to try this one. This is a classic from the house of Chanel, Egoiste. It's fantastic. It works wonders during the cold days. and nights also, so that's why it's number 2 spot, Egoiste by Chanel. And my number 1, I think this is no surprise, it's from the house of Dior, and it is Dior Homme Parfum. Still my favorite designer fragrance, hands down. I simply love this to the max. This has leather, this has iris, it still has this cacao cord in here, has a touch of woods in the base. It's so complex, so rich, so enveloping. I love this one. Dior Homme Parfum, it's a masterpiece, my favorite designer, and it's perfect. This screams wintertime. Dior Homme Parfum, my number 1 designer fragrance for winter. Now, let's dive into the niche side of things. And comparing with last year's, it's completely different. Totally different. All 5 suggestions or fragrances that I'll be wearing, totally different here, but that doesn't mean that the previous one I will not wear, because certainly I will. But well, these ones, well, actually no, now that I'm watching the fragrances here, there's one fragrance that still remains, but the other 4 are completely different. So the number 5 spot, it is Perverso from the house of Baruti. This is a 2019 release. This is a recent release actually. It was released in the beginning of this year. Wow, this is outstanding. I already did a review of this one, so like usual, I will leave the link here so you can check it out. This is a 30 ml bottle size, but this is probably the beastliest, or the fragrance has the biggest performance out of my entire collection, hands down. It's not a room, you can feel a house, you can feel a nightclub, you can feel whatever. Like this is nuclear. This fragrance is nuclear. So you have rum, it's quite boozy. You have roasted nuts, and actually this is the main accord in here. It's roasted nuts with tonka bean. You have a touch of cacao in here. It's delicious. It's borderline gourmand. It's boozy, and it's very, very nutty. Imagine by the fireplace, but in steroids. It's not the same, but with this roasted nuts thing, you can see the similarities, but still it's quite different, very potent, perfect for winter time, and I simply love this one. It's very enveloping, it's still very cozy, it's very warm, very addictive, and it's quite unisex actually. So Perverso by Baruti, number 5 spot. In the number 4 spot, it's from the house of Amouage, and it is Jubilation XXV. Maybe my favorite Amouage, and this is the fragrance that was featured on my last year's winter list and still remains here. I mean, come on, it's not a winter list without a Amouage fragrance. Jubilation XXV, it's so rich, so regal, so opulent. You have frankincense, like the majority of Amouages have. You have frankincense, you have oud, you have black currant, you have honey. It's outstanding, so complex. One of my favorite fragrances of all time. It's Jubilation XXV by Amouage, fantastic performance, and it's number 4 spot. Number 3 spot, it's from the house of Profumum Roma, and it is Ambra Aurea. Right now, man, this is a type of fragrance that as soon as I take a quick sniff, it makes me smile. This has amber, it has ambergris, it has myrrh, it's resinous, it's buttery, it's intense, it's thick, it's rich, it's evolving, it's cozy. It's a masterpiece, in my opinion. Ambra Aurea by Profumum Roma, fantastic performance. This screams wintertime once again, and it's simply outstanding. Again, easily one of these fragrances could be number 1, so take this with a grain of salt. Ambra Aurea, for me, it's outstanding, and number 3 spot, it's still fantastic, and this is one of my favorite purchases of this year. Ambra Aurea by Profumum Roma, number 3 spot. Now, in the number 2 spot, it's from the house of Stefan Lucas, and it is Black Gemstone. What a fantastic, again, oh wow, wow. This is a resinous bomb. This has myrrh, this has frankincense, this has woody notes, this is balsamic. It's intense, it's dark, like you can see from the bottle. Love this bottle presentation. Black Gemstone, it's fantastic, and actually it's quite appealing, surprisingly. I usually wear this during night out situations or in more formal events, and trust me, you can get a lot of compliments with this one. And I thought that this one was a bit too daring, too challenging for the regular person that doesn't wear fragrances or just wear, well, your more mainstream fragrances. But I was quite surprised with the reactions of other people, but nonetheless, aside that, this one, it's still fantastic, perfect for winter time, especially if you love resinous fragrances. Please check this one out. One of the best of the game in that category. My number 1 spot, it's from the house of Xerjoff, and it is More Than Words. Guys, this, they don't list any notes of any fragrance of this line, Join the Club collection, but I get this dry, sweet, this sweet dried fruit with rose and oud. Oh man, this is delicious. This is winter in a bottle. It's sweet but not overly sweet. It's woody, it's complex. It's one of the best rose oud combos in my opinion. It's so enveloping. And actually one of my friends, when I was wearing this one, again, it was in a night out situation, one of my friends was saying, you smell like winter. This is a smell of winter for me, and I couldn't agree more. More Than Words, it's outstanding, fantastic performance. I mean, it can last you for over a day, at least for me it does, and it's so warm, so addictive, so enveloping. I simply love this one. More Than Words by Xerjoff, my number 1 niche fragrance for the winter time. And guys, this finishes my top 10 best winter fragrances, at least in my opinion. And of course, these are all just from my collection. Tell me in the comments down below, what fragrances will you wear during this winter time? And see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Ciao.